Good afternoon, Mr. President. Do you have a few minutes today to answer some questions?
Sure, anything for you, madame.
Why, thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about your childhood?
Well, I was born on October 1st in Plains, Georgia, 1924, and my full name is James Earl Carter Jr., but everyone has always called me Jimmy. I was born on a peanut farm, and we work very hard. Why, when I was just 6 years old, I went into peanut business for myself. I picked a bunch of peanuts and boiled them in salt water, and every Saturday I would fill 20 small bags and load them in my wagon, and then I would go out and sell them for a nickel each, and I would never come home until every single bag was sold. I was proactive even as a child. Right now, I think boiled peanuts are better than peanuts you get at a store. Here's a picture of me at age 1 in my parents' in the backyard of the peanut farm in Plains, Georgia.
Very cute. Did you like life on the farm, and what was it like?
Sometimes life on the farm was okay, and sometimes it wasn't. It was hard because we didn't have any running water or electricity. That's why we had to do chores every single day. Also, my dad was strict when I was growing up, so and that's why I don't mind hard work now. I think the lessons I learned on the farm helped me become a leader. We learned how to put first things first because we had to prioritize the important things we needed to get done every single day. Now, when faced with difficult tasks, I get the important things done first, and I'm not afraid to do the hard work it takes.
Very good. Where did you go to school?
When I was a little boy, I attended Plains Public School. When I was in 6th grade, I wrote an assignment about healthy mental attitudes. My list included the habit of expecting what you expecting to accomplish what you attempt. Even now, I always use this motto because whenever I have a goal, I always believe I can do it, and I never give up until I succeed. This is similar to the Covey habit, beginning with the end in mind. After high school, I went to Georgia Southwestern College and the Georgia Institute of Technology. Then, since I wanted to become an officer in the Navy, I went to the U.S. Academy in Indianapolis, Maryland. I loved being in the Navy, and here's a picture of me in it. Don't I look charming and handsome in this picture?
Do you have any siblings?
To be honest with you, I have 2 sisters. Their names are Gloria and Ruth, and 1 brother, Billy. We all worked our butts off and obeyed our father. Even though I'm busy, I try to visit my family as much as possible.
What about yourself? Do you have any children?
Yes, I did. I had 1 girl. Yes, I do. I had 1 girl and 3 boys. Their names are Jack, Chip, Amy, and Jeff. Jack was born in 1947. Chip was born in 1950. Jeff was born in 1952. Amy was our youngest child, and she was born in 1967. This is a picture of me and my beloved. This is a picture of me with my wife Rosalind and my daughter Amy. And here is a picture of me and my beloved family. As you can see, I have grandchildren now. Aren't they cute?
Yes, they are cute. Well, what do you think is special about you?
What's special about me is that I was in the state senate for Georgia. After that, I was the governor for Georgia. A little bit later, I was the 39th president of the United States. While I was president, I helped different countries sign peace treaties like Egypt and Israel. Israel and Egypt signed the peace treaty in 1979. Here's the picture of me and the leaders of the Egypt and Israel shaking hands as the peace treaty in 1979 to stop the war. Even though I'm no longer president, I'm part of Habitat for Humanity, helping to build houses for people in need. I always promote peace and help the poor.
Very good. Can you tell me, why did you decide to get involved in politics?
I got involved in politics because I thought it would be the best way to help others. In my first job in politics, as a member of the Georgia State Senate, I helped improve patient care in mental hospitals and help pass laws to prevent dishonest elections. Most of all, I looked for ways to save money for Georgia taxpayers and improve their living conditions. As president, I led the fight for human rights, not just in the U.S., but for the world.
Very good. And how did you manage to win the election for president?
Well, to win the election for president, I shook hands with a lot of people. Once in a crowd of people, I shook hands with a clothing store dummy's hand. After that, everyone laughed, including me. I told one of my helpers, "Give her a brochure." I had to synergize with a large team of helpers, my family, and even the American people to win the election. I was finally elected president on November 2nd, 1976. And here's a picture of me in my best suit and a pretty good smile.
Oh, did you have any struggles when you were in politics?
I worked very hard in 1966 to become governor of Georgia. My 4 years of campaigning didn't pay off, but I lost the election. But I didn't give up, and I tried again on 1970, and I won the election by focusing even harder, and I used the Covey habit number 2. Begin with the end in mind, by setting a goal to become the governor of Georgia and working toward that goal.
Good for you. What did you do after you were president?
I do a lot of things that keep me very busy. One of the things I'm involved in is Habitat for Humanity, which is started by Miller and Linda Fuller. It's a program where people get together to build houses for the homeless. People aren't given free homes. They help us build their homes. Also, later they help us build other people's houses. This is a win-win situation because everyone gets something they want. Right now, I'm taking some time off of Habitat for Humanity to speak with you, and here's a picture of me in it. Even though I'm old, I still help Habitat for Humanity program.
If you could teach kids at my school something important, what is the most important thing you would tell them?
I would tell them to never give up and do what is right, even if you're criticized for it. Stick up for what you believe in and try to make a difference in the world. Also, try to make this world a better place for everyone, because everyone deserves happiness and peace. And if you see someone in need, you should dedicate your valuable time to help them feel better.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for taking the time off of Habitat for Humanity and speaking with me today.
Welcome.